Good morning, grade 5s. It's Monday morning. I hope you had a great weekend, a long weekend, and you've only got a 3-day week ahead of you. So let's get as much as we can done this week. Right, I'm just going to remind you of everything we learned last week about fractions. Remember that a fraction has two numbers. The top one, which tells us how many parts there are, is called the numerator, and the bottom number, which is the name of the fraction, is called the denominator. Remember that when we use a number line to help us with fractions, we do not count the lines. Remember, I always talk about a chocolate bar. And I say to you, if I have a chocolate bar, would you like to eat the line of the chocolate bar, or would you like to eat a piece of chocolate? And I know that you would far rather eat a piece of chocolate than just a line. So it works with fractions as well. We do not count the lines, we count the spaces. 1 space, 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 4 spaces, 5 spaces. So we know that this number line is divided into 5 pieces. So the first piece would be called 1/5. If we do 2 hops, we have 2/5. 3 hops, 3/5. 4 hops, 4/5. And 5 hops is 5/5 or 1 whole. If I were to share $44 biscuits between 11 children. Remember that sharing is dividing. So I would do a sum like this to help me. You are welcome to draw pictures if that helps you, but I think you already know the answer to this because it's your times tables. So, if I share 44 biscuits between 11 children, they will each get 4 biscuits. What happens if I have biscuits left over? What happens if I have 13 biscuits and I share them between 11 children? Well, if we do a divide sum, 11 fits into 13 once, and there is a remainder of 2. So that means that each child gets 1 biscuit. But what am I going to do with the last 2 biscuits? Well, if I were to cut each biscuit into 11 pieces, my very unequal pieces, each of these pieces would be 1 out of 11. So, if each child already has 1 whole biscuit and 1 out of 11 from the first biscuit and 1 out of 11 from the second biscuit, that means that each child will get 1 whole biscuit and 2 elevenths. When you do today's work and tomorrow's work, you are welcome to go back and watch the videos that I made for you last week, but I hope that this video was enough to remind you of what to do.